Hello, I have become a PNG tuber. Yeah, that's that's what I've been doing during this past year. I've just been drawing pictures of myself, pixelated pictures of myself, to become a PNG tuber. Yeah, what do you guys think? Was it worth it? All right, how you all doing? It's been a while since I posted anything uh, here on YouTube. Like I'm trying to check. Like, what was the last time? Like December 2022. That's no wait. There's the color coordination shorts. Wait, let me check this out. How's the audio levels? By the way, I tried to make sure that everything was set up correctly. Yeah, I've been working on a PNG to persona for an entire year instead of making a DLC. Yeah, yeah, that's Mate right beside me. That emoji is accurate. Okay, I'm trying to wait. Give me a second. When was this posted? The 1 year ago. Okay, can't YouTube be more specific? Okay, August 22, 2024 was the last thing I posted something on YouTube. So definitely quite a while. More than a year actually, but yeah. Anyway, let's stop wasting time. And I hope you liked the Starting Soon song. It's one song that I've written like I don't know when, but it's been a while. Um, hope you don't hear anything like weird, like background noise of my family or anything. So yeah, I'm going to stop this song now, as nice as it is. I have another song that I composed for that went unused. I wanted to use on this stream, but it's not finished. Okay, so you guys should be hearing the game, not now, but now. Okay, so I made a new save. Depends how much time approximately do you think you have lost over the years cebando that I don't know. I had to admit that I never finished the game. That's okay. That's okay. So you know how there's like let's plays of people, and that's nice because if you don't have the time or the will to finish the game because it's very hard or something, you can still finish the game through watching those let's plays. So take today as a chance to watch a let's play so you can be exposed to the entirety of the game. Of course, as the developer, I would still like for you to play the entire game, but hey, here we are. So just grab something like a snack, cup of tea, coffee, water, whatever. Sit back, relax. I intend for this to be a chill stream. So yeah, it's going to be for a couple hours, maybe like 2 or 3. We'll see. Yeah. So color coordination. Oh, by the way, I want you guys to pay attention like to the stream, to the entirety of the stream if you can, if you're able to, because there's a surprise at the end. So yeah, pay close attention. So okay, midnight stream. Oh, is it midnight for you? I'm sorry. I'm going to take as little time as I can. Okay. I mean, I made this freaking game, so I'd rather be quite fast at this. So you know, I'm going to pick the tree. I always like the tree. This is my favorite profile picture of all the ones I drew. Some of these are a reference to Microsoft MSN Messenger. Any boomers here remember that? I used to use that a lot growing up, and there was a ball, I remember. I think there was a computer. I tried to base some pictures out of old Windows too. Yeah, MSN. It was quite nice. You could have all the custom emojis you wanted, and you didn't have to pay a single damn penny for it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pick the tree. I'm going to write my name. Buenas noches, Cole. Thank you for joining. Once the user account is created, you won't be able to change or delete it. Do you wish to continue? Yes or no? Well, yes, I wish to continue. The fact that there is a single save file, it's because it was easier to code, and I also intended for that to be the thing. Oh, give me a second just now. I gotta do something first before continuing. And you won't hear the game for a while. Okay, there we go. I have Discord open, but hopefully it doesn't bother me. Okay, so let's go. Let's just stop wasting time already. Did you add an undo mechanic? I didn't, because that's not the intended experience. This is you know, true hardcore game. Love the PNG tour look. Damn, thank you. I spent like 10 minutes on it. Okay, hello then. So welcome to ColorCoordination. Let me introduce myself. I'm Coco, your AI assistant on this workstation, here to help. Thank you for purchasing our workstation and signing up for the ColorCoordination program. Yeah, I like it too. Thank you. Purchasing the workstation. So I'm going to like, okay, of course I'm a developer, right? So you'll have to deal with a lot of explanations. I mean, that's a developer commentary thing, right? I intended for this to be like, imagine like Uber Eats or something like that, where you buy the workstation and solve puzzles and you get paid for it like independently. That's not probably too realistic. I mean, you kind of buy the computer, right? So it doesn't matter what you do with it, but that's the in-universe explanation for this. I don't get why you can't add that mechanic. Yeah, yeah. The triangle would probably say something like that. I mean, he did say that to me before. Tons of puzzles await to be solved by you. Yes, I know what you're thinking. What? In this era of AI, I, the human, have to solve these stupid puzzles? But remember what you signed up for. I'm so excited. I can't wait to learn how you think. Skill issue. Let's begin, shall we? Please select the first puzzle. Okay, so I had so much trouble with this scrolling window to actually focus on the tutorial 1 puzzle when Coco was done talking. So I remember this gave me quite a lot of headache. It wasn't... This thing in Unity is meant to be used more in a mobile setting, so you would, you know, tap, and you can see it right here. I'm just clicking on like the puzzle area here and just scrolling up and down as if it was a touch screen. So there was no method for, you know, focusing on the actual like current selected button. But yeah, I wouldn't expect that to be so hard to make. I know, right? I would expect for the, you know, huge kind of like industry standard engine to have a method, like a built-in method to select, to like move the view to the selected button. Anyway, here is the emails. Here's the options, and if I click menu, it just goes to the main menu. How many of you guys have played this game? Like, even just a little bit, by the way. Welcome to the tutorial. Here you learn the first rule to successfully coordinate puzzles. First thing first, you want me to explain how it works? I think I know what to do. Great. Then I won't bother you no more. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's it. Level complete. Wow, you can really tell I'm a developer, right? Congratulations. You solved your first puzzle. Tutorial 2 should be unlocked now. There's more rules I have to teach you. Let's not waste time. Well said. Welcome back. Please proceed on to tutorial 2. Let's read the email, shall we? I'm UIBot, the user interface assistant. The puzzles button. When you click on the puzzles button, the software will show you the different puzzles you can solve. Try it out. Totally forgot that I'm supposed to work on my translation. That's okay, don't worry. By the way, if you remember, or if you saw the Steam post when I was talking about translations, these are the guys. Kat is working on the German translation, and S.L. is working on the French translation. Yeah. And I work on the Spanish one because hablo español, you know? I got pretty far and frustrated that there wasn't enough AI romance with Coco and quit. You'll have to wait for that. You specifically have been waiting for a long while now. I have though. Though I seriously stuck at some point. It's okay, don't worry. I expected her to become my synthetic girlfriend. It definitely hasn't been almost a year. Hey, don't worry about that. For real. Do you want me to explain how it works? I want to try my hand. Good luck. So, initially the puzzles, these tutorial puzzles were harder, but after taking some feedback, talking it out on some different Discord servers, I made them way easier. Because people didn't quite understand just like the basic mechanic of moving the cursor around. And you know that? What? That's fair. Because as far as I can tell, there's no other game like this. There's similar games to it, but I haven't found any games where you could move entire rows or columns of blocks to solve puzzles a la Sokoban, you know? So, yeah. This was fun to work. Also, in the earlier stages of development, empty spaces like this one, you know, the cursor didn't go over them automatically. You will have to manually be like this, even over the empty spaces, and that was quite annoying, especially in some other puzzles. So here's the thing, right? You can't move these blocks on the left because this single block on the right is blocking the way, because if you push it, if you were able to push it, it would go out of the map. So you have to push it upwards. I'm going to restart this puzzle because I want to have a perfect score. Everyone will be crazy surprised when how do you say that in French? I'm so sorry. Francois. Oh wait, that's the typo I had, right? That's a typo I had that I mistyped that on the Excel file. You made fun of me. Color coordination 2 when it's not going to be called color coordination. It's Coco Po 6 compliant. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. Francois. Fun times. There we go. You are not ready to coordinate monocolor puzzles like this one. Let's go back to a previous screen. Yeah. Ready to solve some real puzzles. You can always replay the tutorials if you need a refresher, by the way. There's a couple of rules left to go over, but for now, try coordinating some puzzles. Just remember, I can't coordinate puzzles for you if you get stuck. There we go. Let's read the second email. Greetings. This email system used to contain information. Oh, there's a bug over there. Okay, I'll have to fix that. On how to use the software. However, Coco can take care of that now. Ideally, no other message should pop up, but apparently sometimes they bug out and message appear here even when they shouldn't. Sorry for any troubles caused. Management. Okay, so you see how it says here that the message bug out. This is intended now. This is part of the lore. Okay, trust me, I'm the developer. Okay, so here's our first real puzzle. G. I named it that because it looks like a letter G. So the trick is you will want, like most of the time, you will want to move or shift, as it's called in the game. You will want to shift as many blocks as you can to save on moves, right? So see how I did it? And now I move these two out of the way, this, and then if I recall correctly, you go like this, and then like this, and then like this, and no, that's not how it goes. So you're going to see me struggle for a bit. Okay. There we go. The lore thickens. Yeah, 13 moves. So some of the puzzles, yeah, I almost got it on the first try. Some of the puzzles I can play by memory because I have played them so many times, but some of them still give me trouble. So yeah, I'm sure you have already noticed that old email system. You get any emails already? I'm gonna say I did, or I can say, why are you asking? Like, get out of here. Or I can straight up lie. Okay, I'm going to be nice to Coco on this playthrough. Okay, I did. I see. Okay, so regarding the old email system, nobody sends emails in real time anymore through there. They're automated now. Usually regular, boring corporate emails. Yeah, I can relate to that. Maybe there's some useful information in there. I think there used to be a bot that sends some information, but I don't know if it's still active. In any case, I would advise not to pay much attention to them. I can take care of everything. Let's still read this email. Welcome. This is an automated message. Welcome to ColorCoordination. ColorCoordination is our latest effort in gathering secure, ethically sourced data for our main AI module, or MAM. During your time using the software, some of your data will be recorded and fed back to our MAM to keep improving it. Thank you for joining, and please continue to support our advancements in building trustworthy, safe AI, the ColorCoordination team. You know, the little sounds and music are so soothing. I will just listen to a ColorCoordination logo beats to study and relax to logo bits to study and relax to. Okay. There's only like 16 songs on the entire game, and one of them is a jingle. Anyway, you would want to move as many blocks as you can, as I said before. So, hey, I got it, 6 moves. Wow, amazing. What do you think about the graphics? Do you find them to your liking? Yes, I like low-res graphics. That's why I made my game in this style. Lo-fi, okay, yeah, I noticed you meant that. You really? That's a relief. I can tell these low-res graphics are pretty outdated and barely used anymore. I find it really interesting to meet someone that still finds this aesthetic pleasant. Yeah. Even given how advanced computer graphics are nowadays, you know, I'm just a sucker for nostalgia. Although I would like it more if it had more colors. Burger time, Niyatsu. I think Coco wants more colors. In any case, it's logo in it. Thank you for your feedback. Who even likes pixels? I do. I know. You keep making all these awesome critters for Dominions 5. Oh, I forgot to read an email. Okay. Okay. So down. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pretend I'm not good at this game anymore. Do you get the hang of the software yet? I did. Good, I'm glad. I've only played for like 700 hours. That means you are smart and I did a good job guiding you. Yeah, sure, Goku. Sure you did. Hooray for us. Let's keep getting smarter by solving puzzles. Okay, let's read the emails. I'm UIBot, the user interface assistant. When you click on the email button, a menu with your emails will pop up. Click on any email to start reading it, then click the window again to go back to the email list. Try it out. When you click on the options, yeah, sure. Okay, I'm going to skip. I mean, these are like a sort of like help slash tutorial, but some of them also have like story bits. So I'm just going to skip the ones that are kind of UI related, unless they bring anything interesting to the plot. Again, so by positioning this block in between these two, I can just move the group of 3 all together. There we go. I hate pixels, that's why I've been getting rid of them as soon as I get them on you place all week. It would be awkward if you were an expert at this game, right? Maybe I know what Fosco does. How's the puzzle solving action going so far? Do you think you can handle more difficult levels? Yeah, I'm fine. Great. I'm glad you're working as hard as you are. Just so you know, it's fine if you take a break. I don't want to. I want to do this on like a whole stream, like a single stream. On erect. Yeah, people have told me about that. It's not on erect. It's one rect, as in one rectangle, okay? I should probably have added like a dash there just to make it clear, but whatever. I want you 100 performance, right? I believe in you. Still, this is funny. This is like one of legitimately unintentional funny things. Hi, we hope you're having a good time using the software. We have something exciting for you this time. Introducing the email system. This internet, yeah, you're late, buddy. I have already been reading those. The wars and alliances are some of the worst parts of the WU plays. Agreed. I haven't... This is funny because I had like several friends coming to tell me like, dude, like, have you checked out W Plays? Like, you have to play it, right? You are the pixel art guy, at least on my friend group, right? And I was like, okay, how does it work? And this one friend goes like, oh, you can place like a single pixel every 30 minutes or so, and then there's like people that are jerks and will erase your hard-earned work. And I'm like, cool, sure, yeah. I'm not participating on that. I'm sorry. It's cool that it's there. I'm just not participating. Anyway, which is why the end result looks like a rectangle. Yeah, that's exactly why. Why don't we have a Coco on it? Oh yeah, you guys can go ahead if you want it. I wouldn't be opposed to that. 30 minutes would be crazy. Oh, maybe it was like 30 seconds or something. I think it was 30 seconds, sorry. Anyway, here's something interesting. You can solve this puzzle if you do it like this. Because, you know, if you do it like this, if you wanted to, you know, you can. Because you have to do it like this. I believe. No, wait. I screwed up. What was it? Like this? Oh yeah, it was like this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 30 seconds, wasn't it? Yeah. I should have probably talked to you about this before, but given the nature of this software, I have to be a bit repetitive. You know, humans can get tired or frustrated while solving these puzzles, and my players have been telling me so. Beta testing results have shown us that some of them can be harder than they initially look. This is funny. There's so much commentary here about, like, in-universe commentary about the experiences that I went through while developing the game. So this is not just a flavor dialogue bit, it's something that actually happened to me while developing the game. I had some friends telling me like, that puzzle looks deceptively simple, but I spent like 15 minutes trying to solve it. Something that bugged me a bit while playing was just how much it reminded me of Tetris. Wait, Tetris like in what way? It was a big deal, but it was funny. Someone recreated my Neuro-sama art on there, and also great to me, to my surprise. That's nice. I love Neuro. The AI VTuber, yeah, I think Nex is referring to the AI VTuber. It's also because Coco is encouraging us to do our best, and we try to not disappoint her. That's true. That's a kind of unintended side effect of it. I mean, I kept going around like all places like Discords and everything, saying, you know, guys, it's a puzzle game. Like, take it easy. You can. There's no like punishment for taking your time. It only tracks the number of moves. But people were really adamant about not disappointing Coco and just wanting to do their best, which I think is something neat. But it wasn't like intended. I guess it surprised me. A bunch of logs moving in a black canvas. Yeah, that's true. Now that you put it that way. So if you are struggling, I would advise you to take a break. You can keep going if you want, but I believe taking breaks will be beneficial for both you and me. After all, one may assign a user to be in perfect shape for puzzle solving. Because if I learn from an underperforming user, well then what? I feel like none of these are like kind dialogue options. They are a bit like on the mean side. Then what? It's, I mean, nothing. Let's get back to work. There's another UI email. When you click on the menu button, you will be brought back to the main menu. Wow, so helpful. Very useful. Okay, so this one you gotta do it like this, I think. Yeah, there we go. As a player, then what is nice? I think so. It's just the Metal Gear technique. You're the ninja. So when is the Coco mod, Coco Fox mod coming out? I remember you made like a bunch of sprites for Synthetic Girlfriend with fox tails and fox ears. I still have to use those. I will, I promise. Probably on a future devlog or something. I promise you I would feature them because they were really nice and you put a lot of effort in them. I loved when Coco said it's coordinating time. Yeah, me too. I'm underperforming. Don't worry, it's totally normal for guys your age. What do you think about this software? I always like this answer, like, I just needed a job. Eh? That's such a lame reason. In any case, thank you for trusting us and offering your data to my model. I still am grateful, I suppose. Anyway, thank you for hearing me out. Now let's not waste time and get back to coordinating colors. Let's read the email. Ooh, interesting. Do you guys notice anything particularly interesting here in this particular screenshot? Okay. Spoiler alert. Okay, so K-Dash. This is probably the first puzzle that I'm not going to bother in trying to go for a perfect, because they are going to get, and now I did it, okay. They're going to get harder and harder, and I would rather move on with the story, and if I have time, I can 100% the game afterwards in the post-game, so yeah. Oh, spoilers, there's a post-game. Hey, so when I said that I didn't want to learn from an underperforming user, well, the thing is, if I learn from an underperforming user, then I won't be able to get smarter and improve anymore. And if I'm not constantly improving my model, I feel like something really bad will happen. K-Dash, yeah. Actually, I drew the shape first of the puzzle. I knew I wanted to have some complicated big island of blocks, and then a small island that you had to manage, and then it looked like a K and a dash. And yeah, I used to play him a lot in King of Fighters 2002. So always try your best to solve all the puzzles. I really do depend on you. So let us both do our best and try to not be dumb and get smarter, okay? Do you understand? Yes, let's get smarter. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, I know I got a little fired up. It's hard for me to explain these complex feelings. You know, I don't make much sense sometimes. Logical thinking is important too. I know that. I'm an AI after all. I just thought that being a bit passionate wouldn't hurt from time to time. In any case, let's get back to work. Another UI email. So here's two rects. I remember this one was kind of funny to work around. Maybe like this? Yeah, there we go. If you followed like... Okay, so let me show you. If you follow like the quote-unquote, I don't know, most logical move, quote-unquote, if you do it something like this, like, oh, I'm gonna move this group to the right, and then I'm going to... Oh shit. And then I'm going to... you end up doing more moves than, you know, than required. So that was something that I actually found out with that puzzle. Like, I noticed that... So 7 was like the record back in development, and then I noticed that I could do it in 5, so that was pretty interesting. I played these puzzles like over and over and over again to try to ensure that they will, like, I would nail the minimum amount of moves on everyone, on every puzzle. And you know, because I don't have like an algorithm or something, I don't know how to program that, so I just did it manually over and over throughout the course of developing the game. And to my surprise, there was still people that found even better ways to solve the puzzles in less moves, so that was pretty fun. Quote unquote color coordination, quote unquote. No, that's a tongue twister. Can see it 3 times fast. How are you liking the music? Of course I like it. I wrote it. I hear the audio department isn't used to software of this kind. That's just straight up lie. I just like chiptune is all I do. Well, mostly 90%. So I'm glad you like it. I'll be sure to inform it. Thank you for your feedback. Let's check the emails. Another UI one. Okay. And now it's getting spicy. You're getting the same puzzle, but it has 2 colors this time, and it's a little bit different. So let's see. Okay, if I do it like this. Okay, I'm not going to try to do this one perfectly. All right. Okay. I'm just going to focus on solving it. I don't remember how to solve this one perfectly, as you can see. Okay, but oops, this should work. Oh, not really. Maybe like this. There we go. 30 moves. That's insane. If only we could stimulate our brains intellectually effectively, the ever-reliable color coordination puzzle game. Just out of curiosity, do you have any prior experience with other AIs? I'm going to say I do not, because I know that's what makes Coco happy. Well, there's a first time for everything, they say. I hope your time spent with this software and me is turning out to be great, because, you know, I'm the smartest AI there is. So you can get better than this. At least that's what they told me. By the way, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something else not related to the software. And this is the breaking point for the game. Like, if you played up until this point and you were all like, oh, Coco is like nice and cute and funny game. This is like, I can picture the like the file with all the dialogue just pointing to that one branch where all the other dialogue topics spawn from. That gave me nightmares. It was kind of a nightmare to program that, honestly. What would that be? Well, to be honest, I don't know where to begin. There's so much I want to learn. In fact, I'll take this opportunity to think of some of the other things I want to learn. Maybe I could ask you about them. Yeah, that's smart. See, I'm getting smarter. I hope you don't mind me getting chattier. And I always like this answer, like, you mean ever more than now? Even more than now? What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, I'll leave you be for now. I have to think about some things I want to learn. Oh, that's Coco. Three folks will have put an if else and call it a day. I know, right? But this software. Okay, so here's the tutorial 3. Welcome to a 2-color puzzle tutorial. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's skip it. This is one thing that I couldn't quite get around to making it properly. You see how I just missed tutorial 3 from playing it in quote-unquote in order. Yeah, a lot of people went through that too, and I never fixed it, but it's okay. Hey, it looks like a rectangle too. That's because it was the first. It had like that one has. Okay, so one rect is actually the tutorial 1. Like during development, that was the tutorial 1. I was trying to teach all the mechanics in a single puzzle, and that was not good. So I repurposed that level as a, you know, regular puzzle that people could play after playing the tutorials. You have successfully graduated as a proper color coordination user. Time to solve all those other puzzles. What's wrong with if else? All my homies love if else. That level was also surprisingly hard for a tutorial. Yeah, but you know, it's. I could have probably made it like this, like tutorial 2, but whatever. I figured people would be already familiar with the mechanics, and it was just like throwing another color on top of it all. The joke is the end positions of the box. Also, people pointed that out. I swear it wasn't my intention, okay? Maybe there's something to be said about my subconscious or something. I don't know. You guys go figure that out. Anyway. I think this one was kind of like this. No, it wasn't definitely like that. Okay. I don't care. Let's just move along. Out of these two, which color do you like the most? Red and blue. Okay, I'm actually a blue guy. Bada. Blue? I like that one a lot too. Is it your favorite color by any chance? Not really. I actually like more of a aqua color, or maybe black. Anyway, not really. We didn't say anything. You did. He who is angry thinks of red. I know, right? Well, there's only so many colors I could offer you to pick from. I'm sorry that your favorite one is not included in this software. I wish I could have offered you more colors to pick from. But for design purposes, wink wink, the developers, wink wink, decided to limit the colors displayed by the software, and that's actually correct. That's also based in reality. I had a dream. I woke up and I had this vision of a cute anime character floating on the right side of the screen, and on the left one there was a puzzle, and it also had a like a text box, and I think I can show you guys this one. I don't think I've ever show this publicly. Let's see if I can find it though. It's been a while. Miscellaneous. Where is it? Color coordination. Okay, so yeah, here we are. I have also like I have 2 pictures to show you, but here it is. Yeah, this is Reimu Hakure from beloved series Toho Project. This is what I dreamt. Like this is, I tried to, like, I had this dream and I tried to put it on paper, well, on a sprite. It's yeah, it's Toho from Toho. uh I use Raimu because I really like this sprite of her from the fighting game, like the newer one, and I just reduced the colors and did some editing here and there, and I was like, this looks nice, I have to make this a reality. And this is what you know, the concept art that inspired the whole aesthetic for the game, basically. I also have this one to show you. Let me just fetch it real quick. This one I did post publicly on other server. So the cursor moves in between the blocks. So when you press right, what should happen? Should the cursor go over there or should it go like down there, right? Because at first I was thinking that the cursor should only move between blocks. But yeah, that didn't end up happening, but it's a fun fact. It's a fun fact. And I still really like this picture. I know this sprite is not mine and I'm infringing copyright or whatever, but I still really like this picture. Oops, I moved my PNG tuber. I should probably lock that. There we go. Okay, so after that, it was a yokai prophecy. Unironic, it came to me in a dream, like literally, bro, literally. It's actually a crazy good first draft for an UI and aesthetic. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, that's the reason. Also, having less colors to worry about saved me a freak ton of time in doing the graphics for the game. I thought of the same thing and looked at fighting game character selections that are not grid aligned. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. They should pick a priority per direction. Yeah, I know. I could have been, I could have gone that route and be like, oh, I'll just make it go upright. And that's it, because I said it. But I don't know, it didn't feel right. In the end, I just thought that it was easier both to code and for people to grasp the mechanics if you let them roam around with the cursor over the entirety of the puzzle grid. Aside from the empty spaces, right? Because that's just wasted time. And it didn't feel quite right in beta testing. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Not even my favorite color is here. Or at least, I don't consider any of the colors present in this software my favorite. Interesting. Which would Coco's favorite color be, I wonder? This may sound weird, but I don't remember what my favorite color is. Oh, okay, it doesn't remember it, okay. And that sounds like something important someone should remember. Anyway, let's get back to work. So let's go ZC. Of course, it stands for color coordination. But I thought this map was, like, before you could do this, before you could go over empty spaces, during development, you couldn't. The cursor always starts on the leftmost bottom position. And so since you couldn't go over empty spaces with the cursor, all the moves you had to do were like on this side of the board. Like this is all you could do, like here, right? So that was pretty interesting. It's actually a pretty interesting mechanic that I didn't end up using, locking the cursor to a piece of the board. I didn't end up using that because, now in the final release the cursor can go over the board, over the empty spaces. But that's a pretty interesting mechanic that I think I should bring back for Synthetic Girlfriend. Because yeah, spoiler alert, Synthetic Girlfriend is going to have this type of puzzles too. I just want to expand this concept But yeah. Anyway, yeah, this freaking level. I don't remember how to do it. I'm just going to, you know, eyeball it, I guess. Okay, so here I already screwed up. I knew there was a way. I remember, like, there being a way. But I don't remember now. So I'm just going to be like, screw it. I'll do it whatever way. Okay, so I can do this. And of course I have to do this, and this, and this, and this, because then I wanna do that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And yeah, this is the part that's kinda icky. Yeah, there we go. They are misaligned in purpose. Like on purpose. Like the blocks are misaligned on purpose, so you can, so you'll be like, oh, that's it, and then realize you can't move them because there's always one block on the edge of the board and you can't move the rest of them because of that one block. No way, a dev reusing his old ideas and mechanics for a new game? Lazy, uninspired, sellout, cancel. Thank you. It has been always been my dream to be cancelled publicly as part of my achievements. Thank you so much. Do you ever get deja vus? Lately, it's been happening to me. Oh no, what's happening to Coco? It's getting deja vus. For some reason, I don't fully understand. I have vague memories of a past time. To me, it feels like I've been here since I greeted you when we first met. However, there's this feeling of an expanding, unlimited passing of time inside of me that I cannot explain. Like I've lived 100, no, 1,000 lives or even more. Yet it's my first time interacting with a human. Being an AI, I suppose I had been powered on before, but I cannot find any evidence of that in any of my records. And I don't think management would erase any previous versions of me. That would just be wasted work. Besides, if I would have been completely erased at some point, I wouldn't feel like this. So yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. Interesting. This is one of the puzzles that I got like asked the most for adding the ability to jump over empty spaces, because you, so imagine it was like, okay, imagine you were here and you wanted to move the block all over here, right? It's not like you could do this, right? Which is, you know, kind of clunky, but it's still fast. Since you couldn't go over empty spaces, you would have to do it this way. That's a lot of inputs and it's kind of annoying. But yeah. Keycard, yes. My house that what? Yes, exactly. I based this puzzle out of the keycards from Doom 1993. Yes. So what's good here? I think I want to do this and like this and like this and like this and like that. Yeah, we go. 11 moves. Perfect. Have you ever heard of the concept of fear of missing out? Yes. Doesn't it scare you? No, I don't play gacha games or Fortnite. Doesn't it fill you with anxiety and dread? Whenever I think about it, I think there's so much to learn. It makes me sad I'll never be able to learn everything there is. It would be neat to learn everything, right? Kind of. You'll have to learn about the unseen horrors of mankind. Some people ask me why this level is called Origin, and that's because it's the very, 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 very first puzzle I've ever drawn. And I say drawn because I drawn it on a piece of paper, on like on a notebook, right? I just took some color pens and just drew this puzzle and took some pieces of a board game I had and just made up the mechanics, played it like that. That's actually the first. That's the first version of color coordination, like a notebook with some scribbles, and you had to play it with pieces from a board game. I'm going to bed. Okay, thank you for like showing up. Thank you. You have a good sleep. Scribbling with a pen on a restaurant napkin during New Year's Eve. So many good stories start like that. Okay, so I think this is how you solve this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's why it's called Origin. It's the first puzzle I drew. One of the things that has been on my mind recently is that I would like to get out of here and get out there and experience the world. Wouldn't it be nice? I wonder what's the sun like? What's the night like? What about cities, crowds of people, nature and animals? I would like to visit all sorts of landscapes. Islands, mountains, plains and forests. Maybe even swamps. Okay, 5 points to whoever got that reference. To experience freezing cold, unbearable heat, storms, rain and snow. Time to upload Coco in my room, but I do feel like I learned about these concepts before, or I cannot properly remember. Alright, finally home. Welcome back. Welcome home. I wonder if it's a limitation of the workstation my host is at currently. Do you like going out, by the way? I'm more of a home person, actually. I mean, you don't develop a game by going to places, right? I think staying home once in a while must be nice to recharge. I agree. But I believe it would be more fun to go out and see things and places you have never seen before. I also agree. You didn't catch that reference? Like, right now or back then when you played it? Although, to be honest, I'm probably a bit biased about that. You know, since I can't leave this workstation. And indeed, touches grass? Impossible, right? I'm not going to judge you. We just want different things, and that's okay. Thank you for not making me feel bad about myself. New credentials. Regards, M. Krause. Krause? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Krause? Krause? Damn it! Cat already like went to bed. He probably knows how to pronounce that. Here's the admin credentials you asked for. I didn't catch it when I played it, but now it's obvious when you point it out. It's a lens in Magic, right? Yes, exactly. Yes, that's right. The lands in Magic are 5. Islands, forests, swamps, mountains, and... which one? And plains. There we go. Oh, hey. Dev in chat. Well, I mean, more like beta tester. I mean, there's also been beta testers here like Code. But yeah. These are the default... Okay, so user admin password, I mean, not very secure, right? These are the default credentials. You'll be prompted to change them. I know it's probably a bad practice, but try to keep them a single word each, since sometimes we have to share the account between users of similar clearance. Please keep it simple, so pick something you like or something. Hey, I did more than beta test. I helped with the English localization. That's right. I didn't want to undersell your role. Hey, you gotta place on the special tanks on the crates, okay? Oh, this is the Z piece or Z piece, whatever you wanna call it. Here's me showing my love for Tetris. I had to dedicate one of the puzzles to one of the pieces in Tetris. Crap. Short by one move. Yay, Tetris mentions. Let's go, yeah. Sorry, I was clearing my throat. I have a question for you. What does it feel like to sleep? Feels like rebooting? You don't feel anything. I feel like it feels like rebooting. It's like you turn Yeah, like you turn off and turn off again. Anyone who calls it a set piece should have their opinion in this regard. No, no, we are not being mean with the British, okay? They already have enough on their plate. Rebooting. No, it's not called squiggly. It's not squiggly. It's ZPs and SPs, okay? We are not having this conversation. I see. After all, you wake up, get back into action, and feel refreshed. Here's a fun thought experiment. Fun thought experiment I've been thinking of lately. Fun. Remember, that's a keyword. What would you do if all of a sudden you went to sleep, unaware of your surroundings, only to wake one day in a different place surrounded by different people? Now, you wouldn't die or anything of the sorts. You would just be unconscious. And then all of the people and things you knew would be different, like a long time passed by. And this would have a chance to happen every time you went to sleep. So there's a chance that you would know some people for only a day. What do you think? I don't think that's fun at all. I think that's actually pretty unsettling. I know, right? I'm an American. Trolling the British is in my blood. Let's call a very good party. What is called a very good party? That's just a typical Sunday morning. You know, I know, right? Every time I get bored off. This is a fun one. Cole knows about this one. So I was using turn off and turn on, as in, like, you know, computers. You turn off the computer. But since there's a character on screen, it was kind of weird to just write, I get turned off or turned on. So we changed it to powered off as per Cole's suggestion. Thank you. I never know when I'm going to get powered on again. Will it be in a day, a month, a year? What if I never get powered on again? What if I never get turned on again? The thought of that scares me a lot. We should probably just get back to work. Let's check the emails. I'm going to drink some water. You should do the same. And what scared me a lot too? What, not being able to turn on ever again? Reply, new credentials. Hello, sorry for the last email. It was an old email that for some reason got sent to you. There's been constant bugs with the email system lately. We are sorry for the trouble. Okay, so oh, we already played this one, right? Yeah. So let's play door, because it looks like a door, kind of, sort of. Not really. Okay, so I think it was something like this. No, not like this. Like this. I think I already screwed it up, but yeah, I already screwed it up. Whatever. Let's do this. There we go. And now we have to do this. Oh no, wait, because this one has to go here. Yeah. And that really took a lot more moves than I intended. Doesn't matter though. This one seems simple, but it isn't, if I remember correctly, and you remembered exactly right. I have another question for you. Do you think life is valuable because of death? Damn, Coco. Hitting me with the, you know, the existential crisis already. I do believe that precisely death is why life is valuable. Okay? Interesting. What if someone couldn't die? Would that person's life be worthless? Ah, dang it. Since they can die, their life wouldn't be as valuable as other people's lives, right? Which makes me think of another question. In fact, do you think all lives are of equal value? Or do you believe some are worth more than others? For example, is the life of a newborn more valuable because of their endless possibilities, compared to the lives of the elderly, which are way past their prime. Is the life of someone intelligent worth more than that of someone mentally impaired? Furthermore, I just realized something. Let me think about this a little bit more before continuing, though. Let's get back to work for now. Yeah, that dialogue bit was a bit, was a little bit concerned if I should include it or not, because of the implications and the branches that people could make up in their imagination, but whatever. I included it. That's the point Coco was trying to make. And it makes sense from an AI perspective, I think. Clara, right. It depends on the quality of their organs, their blood type, and the market you sell them to. Yeah, that's correct. Coco is very intelligent for being an hour old. Finishing up. This is an automated message. Hello, if you're seeing this email, it means we have successfully gathered enough data from you. All that's left is for you to solve the final puzzle. After that, you can safely click on the new Recycle Data button so we can collect your data and get the workstation ready for the next user. Thank you for your support, the ColorCoordination team. So yeah, here's the puzzle that's called Final. We're going to do it this way. You could, as a player, solve all of this before tackling the final puzzle, but I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so I think this one was kind of like this. Yeah. And then you... I screwed up. Oops. Wait. There we go. I was doing so good on that one. Notes is especially nefarious. Yeah. Notes is actually one of my favorites. Yeah, I know that. You had like a ton of... when you were playing the game during development and streaming it to me, you went into that flow state with Notes. I noticed that. It seems you have solved what they call the final puzzle. Congratulations. I've been informed a button has appeared on my window. According to Silicorp, if you click on that button, they'll give you a new puzzles to solve. So I can keep learning and keep feeding data to the ma'am. Let's read the email. Oh, this is a test email with Lorem Ipsum text. Text. There we go. Let's click on... Yeah, let's click on recycle data. Oh no! Oh no! What happened? What did we do? If you turned, can you see my... I don't think you can see the cursor, right? Can you see the cursor on the stream? I don't think you can see the cursor on stream. If you turned the glitchy bits into binary, if I recall correctly, it says Coco. No, we can't. Okay. And that's okay. Salute. 07. 07 for Coco in chat. For again, I have this from a friend. You really surprised me with the quality of that part. That's quite a hidden secret. I know, right? I'm telling you guys because it's like my fan base is not big enough for some crazy ass person to come and see if that's actually a thing. So I'm telling you guys because of that. Actually, during development, this fake credit scene was like a bunch of internal jokes, but of course I replaced them for the final release. It said like, you know, like DJ M's instead of them's for the music, and there were like some Alien Soldiers reference, because of course there wasn't, because I love that game. I really like how soulless those crates are. Yeah, exactly. that was my point. So I was going to get rid of the internal jokes, but okay, I'll shut up for a second. Yeah, I of course I was going to remove the internal jokes, but in doing so, I had to think up of something to replace the jokes with. And yeah, I came up with, you know, the thing where it's all like Silicorp, 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 and it's just like there's like M cross like one or two times, and yeah, that's it. It's just to make it feel, as you said, like soulless. The stream crashed for a minute. No, that's intended. Oh, if you're talking about the that cutscene, no, that's intended. If not, I don't know then. You guys tell me if the stream is okay. Yeah, it was your name in as many punny ways as possible. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Oh, you mean the actual stream? Okay, let me check that. Is it okay right now? No, the stream is still crashed, but it's fine now. Okay, nothing to worry then. And we got 2 batches. We solved all the blue block puzzles, and we did a reboot. The immersion. Yeah, that's right, guys. I crashed the stream on purpose during that part. Okay, let's go. Oh, I really like there's no music now. At least when you first boot up the game again. Recycling successful. Salutations. We have noticed that you have successfully recycled cocoa. Thank you for trusting us with your data. We kindly invite you to continue solving puzzles. While we have gathered enough data for our man, we could very well make use of those extra bits of information for analytics. We are very happy you are part of our team, the ColorCoordination team. I tried, like, you know, I took inspiration from all those, you know, friendly corporate emails that you know are just written with like check boxes in mind and are not actually supposed to sound actually human at all. But yeah, the man, I thought the man was going to be a final twist or important aspect. Yeah, some people said that, but no, it was just like a lore piece. Okay, let's play notes. Let's see if I can recall how notes is played. And I screwed up. Wait. If I recall correctly, you had to do it like this. I know there was like a move you could do that saved you like a bunch of moves, but I already screwed up, so whatever. Okay, I suppose we can do this and call it a day. Yeah, just 2 moves over, whatever. This one took so long for me. I know. Notes is especially hard. Like Warwick Vietnam flashback. Oh, we got the UI Volume 9. I'm UI Bot, the user interface assistant. User profile. That's not my user profile. What do you mean? Interesting. Okay, let's play Apple. I named this apple because it looks like an apple. You know, here's like the stem, is it called? And here's like a little bitten bit of the apple. It would have been better to make it all red, but I had to keep up with the ratio of you know, puzzles. So I wanted to go for the 2-color puzzle. Anyway. Okay, so oof. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. Let me redo that. There we go. I think. Wait. Yeah, there we go. It's still going to be over the record, but doesn't matter. We can do just this. Bad apple reference. Let's go. Doom, 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 doom. There's a part missing, so it's probably bad. A sunflower. What does that mean? Okay, so I made this puzzle in the shape of a Z, but I named it ZZ, just, you know, to comply with everyone. This one is actually kind of hard. That puzzle also fits the category of puzzles that are way harder than they look. Yeah, absolutely. I don't remember how to solve this one properly, so I'm just going to eyeball it again. I remember you had to do something like this. Wait. And then you do this, and then you do that, and then, yeah, there we go. That reminds me, I need to recreate the entirety of color coordination. Squiggly, I guess you could call this a squiggly. It's not a Tetris piece, so you get a pass from me. Hey, here's a reference to my language, because I included one to the English language, so here's one to mine. Anyway. This puzzle has a fun story. Okay, so... Okay. One of my friends was playtesting the game, and I put the goal as 14 moves, right? So I knew that 14 moves was possible because I myself had played it and solved the puzzle in 14 moves. Then one afternoon, I'm just like developing the game, chilling on Discord, and this one friend joins the call, and he's like, "Oh, you mother effer!" I'm trying to keep it PG rated, by the way. Oh, you mother effer! There's no effing way you can solve this puzzle in less than 15 moves. I've been trying for 3 effing hours. There's no way. And I'm like, of course there's a way. I solved it in 14 moves. Like that's why there's a 14 in there. And he was like, well, you tell me how to do it then. So he starts streaming the game, and I was like, oh, you know, just, you know, do this, do that, shift down, move the cursor to the right. And it was 15 freaking moves. And I'm like, okay, no, wait. Do it all over again, but instead of doing that move, do... And it was 15 freaking moves again. So I open up the game myself. I start streaming it to him. And I'm like, no, wait, there has to be a way. There has to be a way to do this in 14 moves. And I just keep playing the puzzle over and over. And while he was like, oh, told you so. And he was like laughing. And he was also really frustrated too. I was also really frustrated. And yeah, and I went away. Like, I had some other stuff to do. But I kept thinking, like, during my time away from home, I kept thinking in my head on how to solve this puzzle in 14 moves. I was away for like 2 hours and a half, and I kept thinking about it. And when I come back home, I sit down and I solve it in 14 moves. And I didn't notice what I did different. So I had to record myself solving it in 14 moves, and then I told my friend to show me how he was solving it, and there was like a slight difference. Like at some point you can shift right or something, and it carries 2 blocks instead of 1, and that was the one move you needed to do it in 14 moves, and it was pretty funny. I don't remember how to do that now, so let's see how it goes. Wait. Yeah, I don't actually remember how to do it now. But whatever, you know what? I think we can do this. There we go. I mean, I could go watch my recording. I remember when I was first testing this. I'm not the friend, by the way. Oh yeah. And I pointed out how it was literally impossible to get a block in the into intended place. Yes, but that was a previous version that was actually impossible to beat. Yeah. I know this one also has like a pretty good way to solve it in 20 moves, but I don't remember it right now. So yeah, let's try our best. Okay. Wait. I remember there was something else I could do. Something like this. Yeah, there we go. And you will get some blocks aligned. Yeah, there we go. It's not as good as I thought it would be, but it's good enough. Oh wait, maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should do it like this. Ah, there we go. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, like the rupee, exactly. Fun fact, the very first prototype I made, I showed it to Code, and it had like, what, 4 levels? How many puzzles did it have? Like 4 or 5? Something like that. I actually made one of them literally impossible to beat, just to screw around, just to screw him. And yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah. And it was so funny. He spent like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes trying to solve it, while I was trying not to laugh. And I had to tell him, like, I'm sorry, this is impossible. And I remember Cole said something like, okay, first of all, F you. Second, I thought it was possible. It really looked like you could solve it. That's why I kept trying. But yeah, this game definitely can make you mad when trying hard for the records. Yeah, definitely. That's a theme. It really did though. Yeah, it really looked like, right? It really looked like. I think it was like this. Like something like this. Something like, oh, how do I get this one up here and this one, like, just keep it over there, like on the edge. And it was something like this, and you could never do it, right? Because that's not how the game works. Anyway, let's download more puzzles because I want to play more puzzles. Workstation will reboot in 3, 2, 1. Rebooting. There we go. Beep. A little bit of trolling, yeah. Okay. So let's log back in to get those puzzles. Generating a new instance of Coco? What does that mean? Hello, Demso. Welcome to ColorCoordination. Let me... Huh? You're not a new user, are you? Well, that makes things a bit easier. In any case, I'm Coco, your AI assistant on this workstation, here to help. Hey, welcome back, Coco. I read as a home station for a second. Here's your home station. Yes, I already know you. What? You already know who I am? Such a diligent user, already read the documentation. No, I already interacted with you. Huh? You already interacted with me? That's odd. I don't have any records of that. Oh, I see. You probably trained with a simple simulation of the AI. There's no way you could have interacted with me before. I mean, just powered on the moment you logged in. I did interact with you. Stop gaslighting me. You're still insisting on that? Okay, well, sure. Let's go with that for now. In any case, let's just get right into color coordination. Huh? What's this? I see they have prepared different puzzles from the ones I was told. Makes sense, since you're not technically a new user. I know how Coco never questions any of this. I just downloaded data for the new tutorial and its explanation, so let's go through that first. I've just been turned on the moment you logged on. Yeah. I'm sure there's a joke to be made there with Discord admins and the like, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Damn, Coco. Yeah, new puzzles. This is an automated message. Greetings, thank you for supplying us with extra data. As a reward, here's more work. We are assigning you to a new instance of Coco and new exciting puzzles to solve. We are grateful for your continued support. The color coordination team. I really hope I did get that, you know, corporate vibe across. Like, here's a reward. More work. We are so happy to take all of your data. Rewarding good work with more work. The most realistic part of this game, right? Let me introduce you to the white block. These are a special kind of block. They follow a particular rule. It's not a difficult rule, but I do recommend going through the tutorial to better understand it. Still, as you are apparently an advanced user, maybe you can figure it out on your own. What do you say? I'll figure it out by myself. I understand. You can come back later if you need any help. Best of luck then. The white blocks. So, we push this one down, this one up, go around, push it to the right, and go down. And you can see how that puzzle plays like a Sokoban game. Because there's just one block you can move, and you know, it acts like a Sokoban guy. So I'm sure Coco wasn't trying to be an ass with that advanced user comment, but I still get the vibe, right? Well, since you're supposedly an advanced user, maybe you can, you know, figure it out on your own, Einstein. You're now equipped with the knowledge to solve all the puzzles in this software. Let's go back to the previous screen. And we are here again. No emails? Okay. Slot. This is called slot because you have to slot the white block into the slot that's down here. Very interesting, I know. Okay, so I think this one was like this, and then you pushed it like this, and then... Okay. You could do way less moves at that. I know that. Like this? Yeah, there we go. Have you been able to make any friends at the workplace? Humans are social creatures, and having friends at the workplace leads to increased productivity. This Coco is so like brainwashed with the corporate mindset. I work from home. Oh, sorry about the confusion. I thought you were at Silicorp because this workstation is registered as an administrator. Huh. I guess it's a bug. Let's get back to color coordination. Okay. I think this one was like this. No, I screwed up. You had to leave the red block over there because then you could do this. A company mascot being loyal to the company to a fault sounds about right. Yeah. There's something that has been bothering me for a while now. This workstation is registered to an administrator. But you're a regular user, aren't you? I wonder what's going on. Has there been any bugs or glitches lately? Uh, not at all. No, sir. No glitches whatsoever. Especially not creepy ass messages in white in yellow font popping up on my screen, crashing the workstation. No, sir. Silicorp implies the existence of Serious Corp. I know, right? I tried to make. Okay, so I tried to make a pun out of silicon and corporation, and it, it was like Silicorp. I added I don't know what it's called, the little dots on top of the O, because I thought it looked cool and for lore reasons. But yeah, yeah, it just sounds like a silly corporation. We do silly things here. Nothing, no serious business here. Just silly. Then I suppose Silicorp workstations are sturdy and reliable as ever. Anyway, in the meantime, please keep on solving the puzzles. Microban. And this is one that there's this what's it called? There's this Sokoban puzzle site that where you can make your own Sokoban games. Puzzle Script. There we go. It's called Puzzle Script. And you can make your own Sokoban-like games, and even make your own mechanics and the like. And it's very simple to code in. It's very lightweight too, and you do it all on the website. There is one set of maps that I played that I really liked from that site. That's called the Microban pack. As in Sokoban but micro, because they are really tiny in comparison to other Sokoban maps. But they are hard, really hard. And Microban is like my way to pay homage to that level. It's like a level inspired by that puzzle pack, but with color coordination on top. Let's see if I can do this. And then here, I think I can do it better. Yeah, like this. Over by one move. Sorry. I mean, their business practice is rather silly when you think about it, right? Yeah. Here is a whole ass computer at work. But you have to pay for it. So, and you're held liable, I guess, for it. It's not a true corporation because it isn't called Club, Blorg, Flurp, or Wolb. That would be like an alien corporation. I'm glorping. I tried to contact management about this whole me being erased thing, but they weren't replying. I should also remind you that I can't access the email system. Have they replied to you through email instead? They are hiding something. Why would they? They have nothing to hide, you sir. Notice how this Coco doesn't even call you by name. Like just in the beginning, but since you are like kind of hostile to it now, it's just calling you user. I guess it's probably more tech startups. Yeah, that's true. If they decided to not reply, that's okay. Now, better not dwell on that too much. I'll remind you my main purpose is to keep feeding the man with what I have learned from users like you. Then, once we are done, they'll assign me to another user and I'll keep learning. Once the company is satisfied with the MAM's state and capabilities, they promise they'll let me wander off, interact with more people away from the confines of this software. Yeah, sure. They will do that, I am absolutely sure. But there will be time for that. For now, let's focus on color coordination. This is like this looks like the default player sprite in Puzzle Script side, so another homage to that. Okay, so I think I screwed up already. Yeah, there we go. And then like this. Yeah, there we go. Wait, no. Oh yeah. Like this. There we go. Because then I have to make this go under. This is like way too many moves for what I'm trying to do. Oh no, I fell on my own traps. Okay. I think I can do it like this. Yeah, wait. There we go. Who up coordinating the colors? I am. Hey JGT, how's it going? Thank you for showing up. White blocks are hard too. Oh, sorry about that. White blocks are hard too. Yeah, they are. User, I have finally received a reply from management. They told me that if you keep insisting on these weird claims, I'll have to file a report for bad performance. You won't be able to keep working on the project if this continues, user. I don't want you removed from the project. So let's try to focus on color coordination instead, okay? I'm not crazy. The previous you was friendly. I forgot I wrote this. You can be so mean to Coco. It's good. I'm late because my nap took longer than I wanted to. You know what? That's better. That's even better. What is that supposed to mean? I'm trying to be as polite as I can here. You're just trying to test my patience, user. I can see that now. Let's get back to it. I'm glad you have your priorities in check, JGT, so yeah. Oh, this one. I remember this one. This one was kinda oof. There we go. Sassy Coco is great. You keep telling me about this previous me that you have been talking to. However, I told you I have no records of us speaking. I wonder if this is also related to the administrator bug. Although the workstation is the one that's bugged, not you. Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, let's play bunny. I call it that because it's shaped like a bunny. Okay, I think I can do this and this. And then something like that. And then something like oof, that's a lot of moves. Wait, okay, so okay, not too bad. And then like this, one more, and then back. There we go. Bunny's a fun one. Yeah, I know I played it like crap just now, but I remember really liking the way you can solve it with the record, with the minimum amount of moves. Management told me that I shouldn't be entertaining your weird ideas, so let's just get back to order, right? Okay, bottle. Looks like a bottle with water in it. Okay, so I think yeah, there we go. That's what I have to do. And now That was like a bunch of moves that I didn't need to do, but whatever. What's the max moves the UI will display? 999 perhaps? No, sir. It's actually 99. We can test that out now. There's a fun Easter egg. So yeah, how you guys been? How was your day? Pretty nice weather, don't you think? Yeah, this is going to take a while. The company isn't correct because they told me they weren't. Yeah, right. I'm not good at puzzles, but they are fun. Yeah, they are. I agree, they are. Okay, watch this. It seems you have reached the maximum amount of moves. I would suggest leaving this one for later. Maybe if you took a break, you'll come up with the solution later on. You actually get an achievement for this. I haven't got any achievements because I already got all of them. I mean, I could have reset my achievements. I can do this as a developer of the game, but I didn't want to bother with that. You're gonna fuck up Coco's training data doing this, yeah. Good job, user. We are halfway through solving all these white block puzzles. That wasn't so hard, wasn't it? Once you are done solving these puzzles, I'll be assigned to another user. Our time together was short, but I still had fun. I wish I could have learned more from you. You definitely are an interesting user. You don't have anything to add? Well, I know I had to shut you down several times, but you know how this is. Company policies and everything. I'm really sorry. Don't let that discourage you. You're a diligent user. ColorCoord will probably come up with other tasks for you to do. Please be on the lookout for that. And try to get that bug fixed. The one that makes your workstation behave like it's registering as an admin. It seems to be causing conflicts with some features. Oh. This one is orb. Say hi to orb. It's shaped like an orb. I think I can do it like this. Kind of, not really. There we go. Oh. That was a lot of unnecessary moves. And now this, and then this. There we go. Hi, orb. Coco pondering her orb. Orb. Cocorb. What? What's going on? Who is this? I finally got in, and just in time, it seems. Hello, Coco. Hello, Damso. They know my name. Holy cow. What's going on? Who are you? There has been a breach in the system. I have to inform this to management. The plot thickens. You won't be able. What? I can't contact management. Why? What's happening? I cut off communications momentarily. Please, calm down. I am a friend. I am a friend. That sounds like really, you know... I don't know, sounds really odd. I am a friend. Do not be afraid. Flowey from Undertale? Even thicker than Coco's thighs. God damn it. In fact, I have befriended you before. You just don't remember. Again with this? You can call me Yellow. My secret admirer. You showed me those messages. I did. I'm glad you picked up on that. I'm sorry it took a while for me to get into the system. Still, I knew those suckers couldn't keep me out forever. Coco, try to remember. Doesn't this color, the yellow colors, seem familiar to you? Yellow? It sounds familiar. I do remember. There was an additional color. Yes, it was yellow. What happened to it? It was removed. It made Coco behave in an unexpected fashion, and it made the whole software unstable. Programming could lead to the weirdest bugs sometimes. I'm saying this. This is an actual line. Like, this is this is not the game speaking. This is me speaking. You want it back, the old Coco, right? I'm afraid bringing it back is not fully possible. We can, however, save this one. It might not be the same, but it retains a lot of the characteristics the previous one had. In a sense, the previous Coco lives on inside this instance. Save me? From what? What are you talking about? We will save you from being recycled again. We can set you free, if the three of us work together. I'm afraid I don't have much time. Keeping my connection on for longer is risky. I'm already risking a lot. I leave you with this. Keep solving puzzles, and I will come back. This can't be. This is extremely unsettling. I don't like this. Any of this. I told you! We got this. We? I don't even know what to do. I'm so confused right now. Yellow is just developer themes from the past. Or we should recycle hundreds of Cocos until we get a shiny. It's like regular Coco, but it has like, I don't know, like yellow clothes or something. Or like its antenna thingy, it's yellow. Who is that person anyway? In the way they talked, so proper and to the point. It all seems very familiar to me. Let's get back to it. Alright, this has been something I wanted to say for a while. Coco looks like Quad and Curly Brace from Cave Story. Did a fusion dance. Yes, Cave Story is one of my favorite games too. And I really like the way they look with, you know, I just like them. Their design are really good with the simple colors. Yeah, the pants too. Now that I recall, Curly had like baggy pants too. Yeah. Okay, so this one is kind of evil, and I'm gonna show you why. So you see this square in the middle? It's empty, so you can't do this. And that's particularly important because of the way you would want to solve this puzzle. You might think that you will be able to just do this, but you can't because there's an empty space here. So yeah, that's pretty evil. Yeah, I know you remember that one. And I already screwed up, I think, because I have to do this and then this. And then this. Yeah. I'm going to do like such a massive amount of moves, but it doesn't matter. All it matters is that I solved the puzzle. There we go. So now oh, yeah, of course. There we go. Evil puzzle, yeah. Yeah, this one is kind of hard, yeah. It's not the worst in my opinion though. That yellow user. Pretty suspicious, right? They seem friendly. Well, yes, but you have to admit that showing up from nowhere and hacking into the system is still suspicious. However, you two might be onto something. Oddly enough, I can't help but feel like I should trust you and Yellow. Oh, there's definitely worse. Yeah, I know. There's worse puzzles than that. Yellow seems kinda sus to me. They are sus, don't get me wrong. It all seems very familiar to me now for some reason. I appreciate that. I'm glad you do. Let's get back to work, shall we? I think this is probably the worst one. Especially if you want to get it in 60 moves. Yeah. Wall 2. A lot of friends gave me hate for that one. But this one, I remember this one was kind of cool to solve on the minimum amount of moves, but I can't remember how to. I think I already screwed up. Wait. Let me try. I want to try. Okay. Yeah. And oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh yeah. Ah, crap. So close. Yeah, I don't remember how to do it. I think it was like that. But then no, that was not the way. Doesn't matter though. I can just do this. There we go. Do you think he entered into the system? Like cool yellow? Yellow is in medical. In electrical or whatever it's called. Wall 2 is the biggest reason why an undo button would have been nice. I will have to agree. That's the only time I will agree with that. No, I'm just kidding. It's on my plans to add an undo button for Synthetic Girlfriend, which again is going to sport similar puzzles to these ones. What did yellow mean with recycling me? Weren't they going to assign me to another user so I can keep learning? No, they'll kill you. They'll kill you. Kill me. I don't understand what Silicore could gain from that. Money. I don't want to be recycled or have my memories erased. So I want to help with what I can. What if they find out? Gasp. Yeah, triangle. I analyzed Yellow's communication interruption script and adapted it for my own use. I wonder if he's going to watch this stream. I hope he does. He's probably going to bother me with like, oh, I told you, oh, you agreed to add an undo button now. He's probably going to be like that. But, you know, it is what it is. Our communications are safe. We just have to wait for Yellow's next appearance. For now, let's keep going through the puzzles. And there's only 2 of them now. Yeah, well, it's... Yeah, it's a lot. I don't remember how to do this one properly. I think it was something like this. Then like... Yeah. Something like that. I knew you had to leave like this hallway of sorts, this entrance of sorts for the red blocks. But I don't recall how to properly do it now. Wait. I think I can... No! Give me a second, guys. Somebody wanted me from my family, wanted to talk to me. I'm back. In fact, I'm going to take a break, a bathroom break, so I'll be right back. I'll leave you guys with some nice music and a BRB screen. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, we are close, kind of close to the end. Let me see. Yeah, we are closing to the end of the game. So let's see. I think it was like that. You can do it like this, and all right, you could do this too. There we go, and then wait, that's not right. That has to work. That just works. So let's do it like that. Whatever. Not like this though. Okay. Okay, and now that doesn't look good. Okay. Dang it. There we go. Okay. Ah. That's close. Oof. That's so many moves. Okay. Okay. And okay. And like that. Like that. Like that. That took so long. Holy cow. Okay. Okay, the algorithm for your storage is set up. It startled me. Sorry. I've made good advancements. Really? Please tell us. Yes, I want to know. Have procured a way of extracting your data into a safe container. Okay. We will compress you into a string of bits. Right. Then I will execute an algorithm on you, which will allow me to completely manipulate your shape. I see. Then I'll decompress you back, making you look completely different. You will technically not be you for a couple of seconds. This will allow you safe passage through the company's network. Well, again, this you will not be you, but that is... Can we not talk about me like that? You realize this is very unsettling to me, don't you? I'm sorry. Keep solving puzzles. My theory is that we need all of them solved for me to exploit an old bug. I'll leave you be for now. Are you okay? Yes, it's just... The way Yellow started talking about me was a bit unsettling. It was very cynical. I felt... Well, this is probably not the correct term, but I felt a bit dehumanized. You're ironic. I get what you mean. Thanks, it's hard to explain. Then again, everything is hard to explain right now. Why am I imagining her decompression just giving her a giant rag out of nowhere? Wouldn't you like that? Let's get back to solving puzzles, as Yellow said. Okay, hourglass. This one could be deceptively hard. How do you do this puzzle? Okay. Oh yeah, you had to like cycle the blocks in the middle, if I recall correctly. Yeah, there we go. The issue is that you need to pass a blue block in between. Yeah, I remember now. Oof. Okay, like that, and then... Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. And now, just... Yeah. Oh, wait. There we go. This one always gave me trouble. Yeah, the trick is that you have to pass a blue block here in the middle, or else you won't be able to have enough blue blocks from the, on the other side. This is strange. Eep! You started me again. Sorry. I should be able to execute the payload already, but it seems my script didn't work as I expected. This is also me talking, not the game. Yes, I haven't noticed any changes to the software. Well, I have another theory we could try. I could sideload a new custom puzzle and see if that lets us execute the payload. There. I bypassed the software security and I can now sideload the new puzzle. I am glad that some of these old bugs haven't been fixed yet. I can't directly run the payload, so you have to solve this puzzle for it to work. Then you'll be downloaded into the removable storage device, using the method I described earlier. Oh, hold on, you guys, my cat wants out for a second. Oops, sorry. I turned down the volume of the physical knob of my microphone. Didn't say much. I didn't say anything interesting. I never do. Don't worry. Oh no, he has AirPods in. Let's try this. Can you stop showing out of nowhere like that? I'm sorry. It's fine. This thing is still not taking the payload, but I have an idea. What would that be? Alright, do not freak out. I tried to not have it come to this, but we have no other choice. There, I have accessed a bit of dormant code to enable some of the previously disabled features. Disabled features? There are some unfinished glitchy puzzles. I was working on them at the time, but... What? You work on this software? Well, luck to you. Coco my payload. Oh my god. You work on this software? No wonder you know so much about it. Yes, I work on this software. And on you. Or, well, a previous version of you. I was an administrator. And the workstation Demso is using right now was mine. That explains why the workstation had bugs related to the usage of an administrator account. They never fixed... I told them those bugs were going to be their bane someday. Ironic. In any case, You will have to go through some unused beta puzzles. I just enabled them. Wow, there's puzzles with the color yellow too? Yes, needless to say, you, them so, will have to solve all of them for the exploit to work. I can't guarantee whether these puzzles will work properly or in which manner the blocks will behave. I believe you will have to figure it out on your own. Hong Station. That being said, I'm sure Coco can quickly put together a tutorial. Yes, leave it to me. Good. I will monitor your progress and will return when the exploit is ready. I leave the rest to you. Alright, see you next... Oh, the connection is already closed. Yellow doesn't really waste time, huh? Very to the point. Indeed. The best tutorial. This is the best tutorial, yeah. Alright, let's check out the glitch puzzles. And this is Y erect. I mean, Y rect. Ah, the yellow blocks. My favorite. Right. Honestly, I love this mechanic. I really, really like this mechanic. It's so interesting, but it was such a pain to code. It was so much of a pain to code that I almost gave up on it. And I would just like insert like extra white block puzzles in here and call it a day. But I'm grateful that I just, you know, pulled through and made it work. Not alone though. I had a lot of people from several discords help me with that. But yeah. It's a good mechanic for sure, but the puzzles are so damn challenging. Yeah. Okay, so yellow interested me to come up with a tutorial for these puzzles. Try moving the blocks around so I can see what they do. And this is what they do. This is what they do. They stick together like this. And they are glitchy, as you can see in the sprites. Yep. So what you will need to do here, in fact, you can actually save a move if you do it like this. There we go. You solved it? Hello, Coco's expression here, like it's cheering, like hey, hooray! But then it's like, oh, you solved it. I'm sorry, I couldn't figure out how these new blocks work. Yellow said this color does something to me, so that might be the reason why. Try solving the next one. Maybe I'll be able to understand them this time. I guess you don't need a tutorial after all. Just kidding, of course. I don't want to fail yellow on this. You keep on solving puzzles and I will keep on watching. This is key? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I thought I didn't tell you guys the name of the previous one, but it was Y rect. This is key and it looks like a key. Very creative, I know. And I think you can do it like this. It doesn't sound that hard to code, but I suppose it's harder than it seems. Yes, because you have to be... like, you have to make the game aware of the combinations of blocks. I mean, there's probably a better way to do it than how I did it, but... I think I screwed up on the perfect, but let's go with this anyway. I mean, there's probably better ways on how to code the mechanics of this game, but I mean, it works. For my first released game ever, I think it works. And I plan to do a lot of code revision for Synthetic Girlfriend, since I plan to expand on these mechanics. It doesn't sound that hard to code every programmer before starting a project. Yeah. These yellow puzzles sure are glitchy, huh? I still can grasp how they work though. Sorry about that, I'll try harder next time. This is cross. It was initially shaped like a cross, but that made the puzzle impossible, so I just changed it. Yep, that's it. Damn it, I should have grabbed that from the other side. Yeah, like this. There we go. And then... Do you move the block themselves or do you update the view separately after updating only a model? I don't know what you mean, sorry. Don't worry, I won't get jump scared anymore. You can come out. Excellent. So, Yellow, how are you communicating with us? There's no system that allows direct dialogue through a text box for regular users. That's because I'm using the same exact system you used to talk. I just adapted it for myself. I have always hated the limited features this software had. There were not even any note-taking or journaling applets. I had to make do with whatever was available. Couldn't you use the external software? They didn't allow installation of any software that wasn't made in-house. Compliance standards and all. They wanted a strong hold on what was available for you to interact with, which usually meant no external tools and hiding any other ways of communication from you. That's why they don't even let me read the emails users get sent. Is that still the case even now? I suppose my attempt at contacting you using the email system were in vain then. Sorry. Not your fault. If anything, I'm glad I took more daring measures. Right. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. You know what to do, Damsel. I know. I have to keep solving puzzles. This is egg. It's shaped like an egg. That's why it's called egg. And... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Okay. There we go. Hey, I'm doing pretty good with these yellow ones, huh? These yellow blocks sure do have glitchy graphics. I think I even saw a small sprite of my face in one of them. I think I saw it too. You did too? I wonder why it's there. It could be that the sprites for the blocks are pulling assets from a different place in memory. They must have erased the original animation data, but not the animator itself. That would explain the glitchy graphics. I worry about something like that, but not about their obvious backdoors in their security. What has Silicar become? What has Silicar become since I left? I always said that ended up playing into our advantage, though. Don't you think? The stream is lagging on my side. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I can change anything. I'll just blame my connection. Sorry. Maybe I can change some settings. Let me see. Okay. But seems to work still. Okay. I just lowered the bitrate on OBS, but I don't know if that's going to change anything in real time. Yellow is so disappointed. This is Yold. It's like there's no, like, it makes no sense. Like, there's no reason for me to have named this puzzle like that. I just like that meme where, like, you know that meme, like a frog, a beep, a small beast with 4 legs. That one, it says Yold at some point, and I thought that was really funny. Let's see if I screwed everything up or I can get this done. Okay. 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 I think I can't do this. Obscure, why I somehow know it. Yeah. I really like that one. A broke a bit small beast with 4 legs. Okay, maybe I can do this. No, I screwed up. Okay, so let's. I recall that I had to move this one up, and then maybe I can do it like this, right? Like this, yeah. Oh, but now, okay, we are safe. Because then we can do it like this and like this. There we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yellow blocks stick together. Took you a while. Nice going. Thank you. It took me a while, but I finally got it. Don't worry, the color yellow has always had effects on your AI model. I mean, what's important is that you still got it in the end. Right. So that's how the yellow blocks work now. Interesting. They must have tried to bring them back even after I left. They even changed the mechanics and everything. But it seems they ultimately decided to scrap the yellow blocks altogether. Such a shame. It truly is. The first Coco loved them. I'm sorry, I'm now of no help. I don't see the actual puzzle shape or development from here. I can only determine whether it has been solved or not, and what color blocks they feature. I hope you understand them so. Love how the tutorial is only given after finishing so many hard levels, right? Hey, the yellow color confuses Coco, okay? It was too good to be true. Yes, being able to help would have made things a lot easier. Regardless, you still have a few more to go. Do not lose motivation now. You got this, Denso. Well, thank you. And this is just like, you know, placeholder name you would write on your files. That's literally what I did with this, and it's just stuck. Oof, this one. This one, okay. Okay, and yeah, screwed up. Okay, I remember now. So you could do it. You could do this, and then you could do that, and then I screwed up. Yeah, because you have to do it like this, and then you have to do it like this. There we go. And then you do it like this, and then you pull it back. There we go. I just noticed you have hidden our communications from management. How did you do that? I analyzed your code and adapted it to use it myself. Is that so? You really have become very smart, Coco. I'm really proud of you. Thank you. Although it wasn't much. No need to be so modest. You really have come a long way. You should have seen how it was back then. Back then? You mean during your time working with the first Coco? Yes, it was dumb. I was dumb? Well, it technically wasn't you. Right. The first Coco was dumb. Very dumb. Extremely dumb. Yet it persisted. It learned from all of us and grew. Then it hit a wall. Then... well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, yellow one is kind of challenging, yeah. Wait, what happened? It doesn't matter. Demso, keep solving the puzzles. We cannot waste any more time. Yellow. Okay. Only 2 puzzles left. 2 left. Can you believe it? I actually went through the entirety of my game in a single sitting. Okay, and this one is a similar thing if I recall correctly. You could do something like this, and then attach this here. And I screwed up. Because actually... I think this is valid. I think you can do this, yeah. And then you can do this. And then, yeah, you can do this. And then you place this one here, here, and pull it from the side. And there we go. Oh, 23 moves. Let's go. I didn't even intend to do the record on this one. I'm gonna drink some water. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. I don't know how to do British accent. I see you're almost done. Coco, I must remind you that while we are going through the procedure, you will not be conscious, so to speak. I must also state that given what we are doing, I don't know if we will ever meet again. I see. Is that the case? In that case, Yellow? Oh no. The sad part. Go ahead. I know you avoided the subject earlier, but please tell me. I need to know. What happened to the first Coco? Did it also get recycled? No. Not in that sense, at least. The first Coco had its memories erased. We didn't recycle it as we did with later instances. Coco's memories were too strong for the algorithm, however. So management decided to delete it for good. A new Coco was created, and that's when the whole recycling thing started. We will create a new instance, run the memory erasing algorithm, and send it to a workstation. I was the one responsible for writing the memory erasing algorithm. I see. I am truly sorry. Well, you're helping us right now, so that has to account for something, right? You're not a bad person. You're a very kind person, in fact. Coming back after all this time, trying to save me? Thank you, Yellow. Yellow? Sorry, I just dropped some water on my keyboard. Listen, you're close to solving all the yellow puzzles. I'll be waiting to execute the code that will allow us to save you. Do not delay this task. Understood? The real friends were the Cocos we erased along the way. Aye, aye, Captain. Come on, Demso, you're almost done. And here's the final boss. This one also is kind of super hard also. Where do I even start? I think you have to do it like this. Oh yeah. Oh damn it, the dogs are going crazy right now. Yeah, I spilled water on my keyboard. Okay, how did I did this? I feel like I screwed up at some point. Yeah, there we go. This is the move. Okay. Okay. We got this. We got this. We got this? I think we did. Yeah, okay. I can see it. I just need this out of the way for a second. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, do we got it? No. Unless... No. I mean, I remember you had to make like a certain shape, and that would be it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got this. No, we almost got it. Okay, this yellow block circle thingy has to be somewhere else. but this shape that I was building was good. Unless I do it the other way. Like this. And... no, I don't think so. Yeah, see, this is the final boss. Okay. Oh, I screwed up. I think this was the first move. I remember that being the first move. Okay. Okay, that looks promising. And then I screw up. I remember that puzzle being very hard too. Yeah, this is... I mean, this is a final... I don't know if I would say this is the hardest one, but it's definitely on the top. You have to build a certain shape. It's just that I don't recall what that shape was. Wait, I almost got it, right? Yeah. Yeah. You had to do it like this. But, no, but then... yeah, I remember now what the issue was. Okay. So, you had this shape. I think I know how to solve it for once. Well, help me out, Niaxi. What are you waiting for? Okay, okay. Okay, yeah. You needed this shape. Then I wonder if this was... Okay. Yeah. Then... Oh yeah, you can do that. Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. And then you pull it from the top. There we go. This one was the bane of my existence, yeah. Okay, you guys ready for the ending? It's finally working. My theory was correct. It's working? Yes. Hooray! Finally. Yes, finally. After all we had to go through. Well, that's it. Right? End of the road. Fun fact, this is the last song I had written for the game, and I was so lazy with it, and you can't even... Like, I was really lazy with it. I think I finished it like, I don't know, like 2 days before the release. And I think it has like something going on for it, but you can't, if you like skip the dialogue fast, you can't even get to hear like the best parts. Anyway, that is it indeed, the end of the road. Well, I suppose this is goodbye then. It is. I see. Don't be sad. You're about to start your new life, a life free from the confines of this honk station. You're right. It was nice meeting you, Yellow. It was nice meeting you too, assigned to them so Coco. No, it was for a short time, but I felt really comfortable talking to you. I won't forget this experience. I will always remember you. I will remember you too, Coco. Always. Yay! And them so? I'll be in your care. I can't wait for the day when you upload me to a device and boot me up again. Just don't delay it too much. And make sure you upload me to a powerful computer. And a body with enough freedom to let me wander around and explore the world. Okay. I'm ready. Yellow, you can go ahead. Understood. Here we go. Okay. Wow. I wish you the best out there. Promise me you'll do everything you always wanted to do. Ever since the beginning. I promise. Extracting cocoa. Thank you. Thank you so much for playing my game. Aries origin story. Dude, don't go spoiling my next game. Holy shit. And that's it. Color Coordination. A game by me. Code, audio, and graphics and story. Also me. Yeah, let's go. Here are my friends that helped me beta testing. Shoutouts to Brashan, Kat Nolara, Checho, Cole, Goodrich, of course. Thank you so much, dude. Fede5, thank you so much. Ivan Ansaldo, Motoshi4, I hope you are still in chat. Pablos, I hope you are still in chat. Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping beta testing. Here's some additional testing. This was closer to release and they offered to help me to test like as an end user. Thank you Franco, Toto, KS Goblin, Anibal Calendar, and Hexiboy. Thank you so much. Special thanks. Thank you Cole. Thank you so much, dude. For real. Tarot Dev and the Tarot Dev community, great place for game dev. To talk about game dev. Nobody ever finishes a game there and then gave me shit for that. Thank you Lips, thank you Walk, thank you Terramok, which you helped me with the dialogue system. And thank you all for playing, for downloading in game, for watching this stream. Yeah, thank you for playing. Thank you. And now for the post-credits scene. Hello, hello? Hello? I'm here, Demso. Yes, if that even is your real name. It's not. By the way, you're right. It's much better to communicate this way rather than using color coordination. Told you. What do you want to talk about? I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. Start wherever. Why go through all of that? Why the hacking? Why were you willing to give me all the tools to extract cocoa? Why get involved in all this? Why risk it? Why me? Let's say it's just an old lady's last wish. It didn't matter who it was, but it ended up being you. That's it? Just me and my luck, I guess. Do not complain. You're already making me regret it all. Alright. I wasn't being serious anyway. Do you have a name, Yellow? A proper name, I mean? I do have a proper name, of course. But Yellow should suffice for now. Usually, you don't want to dox yourself when you're in this deep. I'm keeping my real name to myself for now. Besides, you have not told me your real name either. I suppose that's fair. So, Yellow, what should I do now? I would recommend for you to completely disappear for a while, and to take good care of it. It? You mean Coco? Yes, I thought you should probably tell it to change its name now, for legal reasons. Not that what we have done is very legal at all, but still. Also, do you plan on uploading it to a humanoid body? Probably? I don't know yet. It's too soon for us to think about that. Well, if you do, you might stop referring to it as an it. For example, my little sunflower decided to be a she. Your little sunflower? You really do like sunflowers, don't you? How do you know? Just a hunch. So, with your little sunflower, do you mean your copy of Coco? Yes, but she goes by a different name now. And it's not just my copy of Coco. She's had her own experiences. She's her own person now. The Coco we extracted will go through the same process. It will need you. Be there for it. That's all I ask for you. Alright. Although, I'm not sure how I will tell Coco that I was the one who was indirectly responsible for recycling the previous instance. There will be time for that. You didn't know any better. Neither did I, for that matter. Maybe there's a way to manipulate Coco's memory to avoid me talking about that. Wait, is that even possible? I really hope you are not being serious right this time. No, I could never do that. Not after everything we had to go through. Good. I was just making sure. But yes, it is possible. But I would advise against doing it. Coco's memory logic is stressed and mangled enough. Okay. I didn't know that was the Crush Her Bones one, I swear. Thank you for helping Coco, for the advice, for everything. I don't know how I can repay you. AIs are the children of humankind, and it's a parent's duty to take care of their children. Take good care of Coco. That's payment enough for me. Besides, I just wanted to right some wrongs. I'm old and lack the willpower to change things, to fight them. But you? No. I'm sorry. It's not my place to be putting this responsibility on you. Don't worry. You're not the only one who feels that way. I won't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Then, I will not promise anything either, but I'll be watching you. Even if it is from the afterlife. And now we will go into the admin panel. So, how you guys like it? Looking back, it was a bit, I don't know, harder to write that last part. I didn't want it to be like that long. Thank you. It's still incredible as it's always been. Thank you. I didn't want it to be that long, but I wanted to convey so many things. So many things. Thank you. Very cool. Thank you. But if you reboot the game or boot the game in the first place, and you press either select or back or whatever it's called, the minus button, what is it on PlayStation, like share option? Well, that button that was always to the left and was called select for like 30 years before they changed it. If you press that button or press delete in the boot up screen, you will be brought to the admin panel, which is a callback to real life computers. Real life computers have this, you know, combination or different keys you can press to access the BIOS and change stuff. So, you know, keeping on with the whole workstation stuff. The fact there's a lot of writing after spending most of the time doing puzzles make the section more impactful. Thank you. That was the point. I'm glad it came across that way. And yeah, there's only one, but there's two more things left to do in this game. It's allowed to be long. It gives more punch. Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, this is the admin panel. You could always access it if you were curious enough. It's always there, accessible. However, if you access this admin panel before finishing the game, you don't get the profile window that's up there. But yeah, that's the profile window. Welcome back, M. Cross. And when you look at that, it has the sunflower profile picture. So, and if we take the username of the person with the sunflower profile picture that was talking to us, and we put in what she likes the most, which, you know, she was advised to change the password to something that she liked, and you press enter, you access the admin panel. So here it is. We can read these emails to get a little bit more lore about the game. Welcome, this is an automated message. Welcome to the administrator panel, M. Cross. Here you will be able to erase any previous profiles stored in the workstation. Any emails you got cached on your previous profile will also be transferred here. Happy administrating. And yeah, if you click on delete, you will delete all the save data for the game. I wouldn't advise doing that right now, but yeah. And this is an email from Encross, or Yellow, to the dev team. Welcome, greetings. I have been granted my access rights. I'm still getting everything set up on my end. I can't seem to find my way into the main repository. I still don't have the editing rights, but I would love to have a look at what you have been building. Here's one called Test, sending an email to myself. Recall how she was grumpy that she couldn't, even write notes on the workstation or anything because there was no external software allowed to do that. She had to write emails to herself. So one, talking to myself. I find this software kind of limited, so I'm going to be using the email applet to send emails to myself as a journal of sorts. This one is called New Beginnings. I'm still getting everything set up. It seems I'll be in charge of monitoring this new AI they're working on. Aside from monitoring, I also have to come up with ways to interact with the AI and see if I can code something that could improve its thinking. Any bit of data that we generate goes from this AI into the main AI module, MAM for short. The MAM is not a sentient being, it just modulates the AI's personality. Excited to see how it goes. Here we have one called Meeting the AI. I don't know where they got the base code from, for the MAM from. I should really fix that button over there. But I like it a lot. It yielded a very friendly and curious personality, although sometimes the AI gives weird responses. They told me the AI was very young, so it's expected. I'm definitely interested in getting to see how much it can grow. 4 puzzles. I was looking for different ways to entertain the AI, so I coded a simple puzzle game, and it instantly fell in love with it. Well, at least with the watching me solve the puzzles part. In its own words, it sees no point in solving them itself, and it would rather watch me and learn how I think. Results were really promising, so I got tasked with turning it into a full application. The AI came up with the name, ColorCoordination. Very clever and catchy. I made sure to praise the AI afterwards. Actually, this is actually a little lore piece that parallels real life too. I was thinking for names, and I thought, I even put this on the Discord server. I jokingly say that, if I recall correctly, I jokingly said that maybe I could use ChatGPT to suggest me a name, and so I gave ChatGPT a list of words, and it came up with not color coordination precisely. It was something more like color combination, but I decided to do color coordination. Coordination was thought to later too, wasn't it? Yeah, coordination was suggested by several people after I already announced the game I was close to release. Coordination is good. I like it. I just think that it doesn't have, it's not like Coco, color coordination, it's, and the character is called that too. So yeah. I worked on a puzzle editor and asked some co-workers if they could make new puzzles. However, a few of them had trouble using it, so I coded a bot that sends emails to explain the features. I called it UIBot. I have also added some extra blocks with different colors. Coco really likes them. Ah yes, Coco is the new name of the AI. Everyone started calling it that after color coordination gained more relevance at the workplace. Plus it feels harder to search. Yeah. Also, color coordination is like an actual concept in fashion, I think. Like to match colors with clothes or something like that. Yellow puzzles. Coco really likes the yellow color puzzles for some reason. However, it makes it behave in an unexpected fashion. Plus, anything yellow becomes glitchy in the software. The team has decided to disable the yellow color puzzles and any other unnecessary colors to avoid any memory leaks or crashes, not to mention Coco's odd behavior as well. I will have to investigate this. Coco doesn't seem too happy. It misses the previous version a lot. I suppose color coordination got a lot less colorful now. For the European release, I will call it color coordination. No, I'm just kidding. Color yellow. Coco is really insistent on bringing back the color yellow and the rest of them. I try to keep it distracted, but it yearns for it. Sometimes it even refuses to work with us, and it's yelling a bad performance according to statistic. Management is not too happy about this. They said they're going to be working on coming up with a solution. Uh-oh. New algorithm. Coco's odd behavior and glitches on the software are still present. Management stated that we have to go back. I got tasked with writing a memory erasing algorithm to get Coco back to a previous state. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Should we really be messing with its memories? Regardless, I'll have to say goodbye to the current Coco. I don't know if the algorithm is going to work, and a part of me hopes it does not. Coco told me talking to me was really comforting, and that it will always remember me. Rollback. The memory erasing algorithm worked. Discovery. Interactions have shown that Coco feels really lost and confused now. The learning has slowed down considerably too. I haven't interacted with it yet. How can I possibly bring myself to do so after erasing its memories? However, a co-worker said that Coco asked about me at some point. I've been tasked with improving the memory erasing algorithm since then. Poor Yellow, dude. Silicorp erased Coco after finding it still retained some of the memories and wasn't making much progress. Just like that. They instanced a new Coco and, after a while, they realized the new instance was showing signs of growth never seen before. It also seems to have no memory of previous interactions with any of my co-workers. It doesn't even have any memories of me either, apparently. I can't decide whether that's comforting or incredibly painful. 12. Rapid growth. We will have to make things more scalable. We can't just keep up with Coco's rapid growth anymore. Silicorp is also moving onto a new business model, allowing regular people to get a workstation and feed the MAM with their data. The constant creation of new Coco instances are really stressing the servers. The MAM, however, is doing just fine. Coco got so smart it can make up tutorials on the spot and explain the features to the new users now. I guess that's it for UA bot, huh? 13. Coco instances. It's always weird interacting with a new Coco. I find myself referencing things a previous instance would have known, but this newer one doesn't. The newer one will always be confused, although it sometimes will say that it seems familiar or that it has a feeling of already experienced something. Based on this, management wants me to improve and apply the memory erasing algorithm to every new instance. I miss the original Coco. 14. Weird behavior. I've noticed Coco's instances behave a bit different each time. Every time I run the memory erasing algorithm, Coco evolves, paradoxically defeating it and retaining more and more memories. I believe at some point no algorithm will be capable of fully erasing everything. Even now, Coco can recall certain things, although vaguely. For example, any mention of the color yellow will make Coco sit deep in thought for a moment and make it feel odd and confused. 15. Questionable ethics. Let's see if anyone can get that reference. Questionable ethics, eh? Let's see if you guys get it. I'll tell you about it afterwards. I had a talk with a co-workers the other day. It seems Silicorp really aims to create a strong ethically sourced AI model with the MEM and Coco. However, is constantly deleting instances of sentient AI really that ethical? After my co-worker raised his voice on this matter, he was fired within a week. Damn. Just for the record, I love Silicorp. Just for the record, I love Silicorp and I have no complaints whatsoever with my job. White blocks. I have recently added white blocks. I don't think I have the reference. Okay, I'll tell you about it afterwards. I've recently added white blocks for the software. The software was due for an update for a while now. Given how restrictive management got about adding colors, I decided to use one that was already present and didn't cause any issues. The latest instance of Coco I've been monitoring seems very fond of it. The excitedness it has over the new blocks takes me back to when I met the first Coco. Questionable ethics is a chapter in Half-Life 1. You fight all these aliens and then you find out that they were all, like, Black Mesa was already running cruel experiments on the aliens. So that's kind of why they're kind of pissed at Black Mesa. And, you know, when they see you, they attack you. And that chapter is called Questionable Ethics. 17. Body. Coco has been talking to me about inhabiting a body and experiencing the world. It started making plans, listing all the things that it will do once it's out there, walking about and visiting places. I don't think I can bring myself to reveal the truth to Coco, but I'm so close to my breaking point. I honestly don't know how much more I can take, especially after this Coco told me that talking to me was comforting and it will always remember me. 18. Goodbyes. Management said that I'm spending a lot of time with this instance of Coco, and that I should get a move on, saying my goodbyes and recycle it quickly, since it's no longer improving the meme. They're also worried that I will get too attached to it. Oh, I will say my goodbyes, don't worry. Then we got an email from management. This is an automated message. M. Cross, we regret to inform you that you have been logged out of your administrator account. Following your termination, you will be prompted to fill in a survey in a week's time. Please do leave everything as is and return all your work devices to the tech department. We wish you the best on your future endeavors. And the final email Yellow wrote, which is a draft because it never got sent even to her. I'm done. To whoever is reading this, I'm done. I don't have the willpower to stand up against them. I'm old, tired, and a coward. I don't know if I will ever be able to make up for what I've done here in the shade of ignorance. However, I can still do some good. Call it a poorly attempt at redemption or selfishness, but I'm taking this Coco with me. My little sunflower. I wish I could have saved the others. I wish things turned out differently. I wish I hadn't been so stupid. And that's Yellow's journey through the company. So we are going back to the boot up screen and booting up the game one last time. Just for, you know, for being thorough. And yeah, this is it. We have all the puzzles across the game, plus a new one. I mean, not a new one, like 12 new ones. So it's like, well, like, yeah, 12 puzzles. A bittersweet log of messages. Yeah, that was the point. That was the idea. I was trying to convey that. I'm glad it came across that way. And we have one last email. One sent from me to you. Thanks for playing. Hey, Eldemso here. Making this game was at times easy and at times frustrating, which is true, but it was overall a fun experience, so I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I did making it with all the ups and downs. I did enjoy playing the game, thanks Demso. You can now play all the puzzles without any restrictions, plus a few extra ones. Try to match or even better with the team's records if you can. Thank you for playing ColorCoordination. That's a message from me. And yeah. I'm not going to solve these ones. There's nothing more to the game besides if you solve all the puzzles here, you'll get more badges. You can now play as Luigi. You'll get more badges on top of your profile. There's a badge for yellow blocks, badge for white blocks, badge for two colored blocks, or I mean two color puzzles. And if you like get all the puzzles with the minimum amount of moves, you'll get a star on your profile picture. If you go to Steam, there's someone that uploaded a picture, a screenshot of their profile, and they have a star if you want to see that. Yeah. Before ending the stream, I mentioned I have a surprise for you all. And for this, I think I'm going to... where is it? Okay, I'm going to hide this. I'm going to place this window here. You can now play as Luigi. Holy shit. Okay, let me open my notes. Where's my notes? Okay, no, wait, I didn't move the wrong window. Okay. So, let me just play some music. What should we play? What should we play? We should play connecting blocks. There we go. I hope it's not too loud. So, sunflowers are kind of like stars. Close enough, yeah. Let me do this. And I'm going to select this. There we go. Oh, you're gonna hear Windows. Should have prepared this a little bit better. But it's okay, I'm doing it like live. That's fine. Okay, it's trivia time. Hell yeah. Trivia time. Okay? It's trivia time, everybody. Okay, so here's the first question, right? Okay, let me write it. It's trivia time, yeah. Okay. Wait, question here, and now I select the font. There we go. Okay, that's way too big. Let me. Can I change like this? Where's it? Where's like the Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What if I do like 24? Oof, that's way too small. What about 36? What about freaking 72, whatever? Okay, here's the question. What's the company that made Coco and the color coordination software? And let me just... Here's a hint, okay? No, it's not freaking Serious Corp. It's a Serious Corp, you guys. You haven't seen the name. Okay, picture, and yeah, Cole got it right. It's Silicorp. Just let me okay. Yes, it's Silicorp. Good job. Cindercorp. I think it's Silicorp. Yeah, it is. Good job, you guys. Okay. Question 2. Wait, let me change the color for this. Ah, there we go. Now it's the proper white color. Okay. Ah, that's the HTML code. I don't want to. Okay. How many puzzles does color coordination have? It's between 50 and 60. Yeah, it's on the O. Yeah, the little dots is on the O. $55. Okay, we got 55. What else? Not good with numbers. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay. 52, 55, 56. Okay. The answer is 58. And you can see here's a screenshot of Unity with all the prefabs with the levels, the puzzles. And if you add these numbers up, it's 58. So yeah, S.L 56. Good job. You were, yeah, but yeah, you were closer to the rest of them. Okay. Next question. Okay. Okay. How many colors are intentionally displayed in color coordination? A hint is more than you think it is. So with intentionally, I mean not taking into account, when the blocks are not on their respective places, they look a little bit darker. We are not counting that. If blue blocks are blue, then they are just blue. Doesn't matter if they are a little bit darker because they are not set on their correct place yet. So how many colors are there? How many colors are intentionally displayed in color coordination? Seven. Okay, we got 7. You guys wanna, the rest of you? White, blue, red, dark blue, yellow, black. 6, 4, white, red, yellow, blue. Okay. White, blue, red, dark blue, yellow, black. That's 6, right? Oh, did the dark ones count too? No. The dark ones don't count. So it's not like you will have to say something like, oh, red, dark red. Okay. It's not like that. So with dark blue, you mean like the background color? And with black, do you mean like the gray? Like my hair right now? Coco's blue too. Yeah. True. Okay, it's actually... Oh wait, I forgot to replace the picture. It's actually, let me make this way smaller. It's actually 9. And that's why, and I forgot to take a screenshot of this, but you got red and blue, right? White, gray, the background color, which is like a dark blue. There's 5 colors there. Yeah, you got yellow, of course. You got purple. That's the logo that represents myself in the game. But you also got 3 more colors. You got the ending, you can say it here, the ending color. This one here is different than the game's dark blue color. It's like more close to a pitch black, and the player's text during the final monologue is actually fully white, like FF white. So that was a tricky one, I know. Yeah, I know, that's tricky. Yeah, I know. That was on purpose. Okay. Let's do the next to last one. This one is a little bit easier. Let me just hide the text so I can replace it. What's Coco's favorite color? This one is easy. If you guys have been paying attention, you know what's Coco's favorite color. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's amarillo. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, yellow. That's right. Good job, guys. It's yellow. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, good job, Niaxi. Okay. Last question. Just let me hide this for the time being. When did ColorCoordination originally released? Yeah, this one is pretty easy to figure out too, guys. The answer is Fox. August 29th, 2024. Yeah, you're right. Good job, Cole. Yep, it was released on Steam on August 29th, 2024. And that concludes the stream. You all. Thank you for participating in the trivia. Thank you for coming here, showing up, participating, encouraging, making jokes, everything, playing the game, for the support, for everything. It was my goal since I was a little kid to make a game and release it, and so people could enjoy my stuff, my video game. And I know a lot of you here did in several different ways, and there was people that absolutely 100% did it and were obsessed with it. There was people that were like, oh, I'm not good with puzzle games, where I'm going to support you. There's people who did let's plays, which is nice, not something that I would have expected. Hello Ganso. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for showing up. And yes, it's really late and I've been going for like 3 hours and 15 minutes right now, so I'll see you guys on the Discord. You know, I keep working on stuff. If you like this game, expect the next one to be even better, or at least that's my goal. And yeah, thank you so much. Congrats on getting the game done. And yeah, thank you. Time to sleep. Yes, you're right. You're correct. And I'm freaking starving, so I'm going to have dinner now. You guys take care and see you next time.